So, the purpose of this video is to look at different learning management systems that are out there and available. Everything that we talk about today is totally free to sign up for. There are paid features and paid versions for. However, it is an option that you can run for free, and you don't really need your district to back you with any financial help. So, the first one that we're looking at is Edmodo. And Edmodo is the first LMS that I used in my 5th grade classroom. It was great because it's easy to use. You can create things and post it pretty much instantly with very little work for your students to quickly access. If you've never seen it before, it actually kind of looks like Facebook, which I've heard deters some secondary students because they feel like it's kind of repetitive of the social media that they're fond of using. But regardless, it's a great way for your first time flipping a classroom, or a very simple way for you to just post lessons, post activities, and the most recent post is at the top, and the students can go home with an easy login and access it. There are grading features that you can use for it. I didn't use that my first year, and I'm really glad I went with it because it took away the anxiety and the pressure of creating this elaborate and very detailed and organized LMS for myself, where I was just able to post and my students were able to access. Once I had a lot of assets created, I realized that I didn't want to use it because it did prevent me from really being organized and structuring units. So that is where I moved to Schoology, which I also use for a graduate course that I instruct, and we create our curriculum online there. And this is a great resource. It still has the grading features, it has communication features. You can post to your students about announcements, but you can make it so organized. You can create folders and units and modules, and you can really create an elaborate system where students have different sections that they need to search for. You can hide things until it's ready for the students to access. So it's really a detailed, complex LMS that you can use to create a great curriculum or a great classroom or a great unit for your students to interact with in an organized fashion. It's very visually stimulating in terms of organization through folders and colors. And once I had all my assets created, where I was possibly only adding a thing here or a thing there, it was great for me to be able to organize everything for my students to access and to go back and access later. Another very similar LMS is Canvas, and I have tested this out a little bit. To be honest, I haven't done a whole lot, so I'm not saying that this is a poor choice for an LMS. I know a lot of teachers that use it that love it, and it offers all of the same features that Schoology does. So it might just be a personal preference, or your school district might be going with one LMS, so that should be the one that you go with. I know that the organization structure is slightly different than Schoology, and it was merely just a personal preference and a familiarity reason that I chose Schoology over Canvas. The last one I actually don't have much information on. I've never used it, but Google Classroom is available if you have a Google Education account, and I know that it works very well, and I know a lot of teachers use it. But I don't want to say anything that's great or missing from it because I just don't have familiarity with it, but I just wanted to throw it out there because I know that it is an option. So I didn't go into details about exactly how these systems work, about exactly how to utilize it, taking you through different examples of my classes that I've created, because I just wanted to give you a taste for you to go out and explore on your own, because I'm sure that the companies themselves or others have offered great screencasts or great tutorials for you to view and to go through on your own. And I want you to maybe pick and choose the one or the two that you want to compare and contrast and explore that on your own, instead of making this video incredibly long when I'm just giving you a taste and an example of what you can explore. The LMS is very important for your students to be able to access the information at home or in different locations at different times. But even if you're just looking to give small lessons every once in a while in your classroom and not totally flip your entire classroom, if you have a class website, you can simply just post your link there, and that's your LMS. So you don't have to look for a complicated, detailed product. Just depends on what you're looking for.